It's the man who has the primary purpose of pursuing, seeking, and initiating. Which means, ladies, it's not your job to chase a man. Let a man find you. Some quick advice. Don't force yourself to like someone just because they're Christian. Just because you both Christian doesn't mean that you have to be together. By forcing yourself to like him, I mean, like, if a guy, let's say I'm a girl, if a guy comes to me and he shows interest in me because of the fact that I'm looking for a Christ-centered relationship and they're Christian, I shouldn't force myself to say yes to him. If I'm not attracted to him, if I'm not feeling him, then I shouldn't force myself to say yes to him just because he's Christian. That's the same with guys. Guys, if a girl comes to you and shows interest in you, and just because they're Christian, just because they're known in church and stuff like that, doesn't mean that you should say yes. Don't force yourself to like someone. If you don't feel any attraction towards them, that's cool. If you don't feel a connection between y'all, that's cool. Don't force yourself to like someone. Also, please be okay with not being liked by everyone that you pursue, or not being liked by everyone that you like. Not everyone is gonna like you the way that you like them. So just be okay with getting no's from people, and please respect someone's no, and don't try to force a relationship on them. Respect their no, respect their boundaries. If they say no, respect their decision and move on. Back off, let them live their lives, and you go on and you live yours. If they really meant for you, if they're the one for you, then God will work in their hearts and lead them towards you. But it also doesn't mean that you have to wait for them. If it's meant to be, it will be. But if not, you move on. Because if you don't move on, then you form an attachment, and then it's hard for you to go off seeking someone else or pursuing someone else. Shoot your shot, and if it doesn't make the basket, move on. Don't keep trying, especially if the other person has made it very, very clear that they're not interested. Ask yourself these two questions. Are they quality, and do you guys match and fit? First one, are they quality? Just because they go to church, it doesn't mean that they love Jesus, doesn't mean that they have a relationship with Jesus. Just because they serve in church, they pray in church, they're enthusiastic in church, doesn't mean that they are good quality. It doesn't mean that they are living a Christian life. Make sure that they actually are living out their Christianity and have a relationship with God, and not just saying that they do. Don't be fooled by their appearance, their personality, or their gifts, their good reputation in church, or the positions that they hold in church, but look at their lifestyle. Don't confuse any of that, their position in church, or their personality, or their reputation, or their gifts, as character. Don't confuse that with character. Listen to the way that they talk about God, faith, purpose, or anything godly, and also pay attention to their attitudes towards worldly things. You'd be amazed at how many people claim to be Christian, but what comes out of here and what goes on in here, wow. Just wow. Just look at them and ask yourself, is God shaping them? Is God leading them? Watch them, their character, their integrity, their behavior, and not just in church. What do they post about on social media? What do your guys' conversations sound like, and what do your conversations look like? What do you spend the majority of your time talking about? Do you talk about God things a lot, or you talk about the world a lot? Do you grow around them, or do you feel like you're in a cage? Are they quality? Are they good Christian men? Are they men of the world? Are they women of the world? Or are they men and women of the word? That's very important. That's like major important thing. The second one, do you guys match and fit? Don't settle for someone just because they look like what you want. And don't settle for someone or force yourself to like someone just because, let's say, like you have a list of things. Let's say you want someone who prays, someone who's loyal, who's faithful, someone who will put Christ first, someone who maybe, let's say, preaches and stuff like that, and then someone who looks like that comes to you. Don't settle for that person just because they look like what you want. There are other things that you need to take into account. Just because they're also quality doesn't mean that they're for you, that they doesn't mean that they fit you or they match you. So there are also other things that you need to take into consideration, like, do you guys connect? Do you vibe? Do you complement one another? Do y'all have chemistry? I know, like, chemistry is like a worldly concept, but like, legit, this is a legit thing, guys. You can't, just because you guys are both Christian doesn't mean that you need to be together. Y'all need to feel something, not feel, but like, y'all need to, like, you need to vibe with one another. You need to connect with one another and have some form of chemistry between y'all. It's like your spirits are connecting. You understand? So yeah, do you have that type of spiritual connection where it feels like, yes, me and you, yes, we're on the same plane, that kind of thing? Are you at peace with your interactions with that other person? Like, when you're with them, you're growing. When you're with them, you're happy. Not happy, but like, you're happy. Like, you have no issues with that person being around you. Like, you get people where they invite you places and you're like, but then this person is one of those things where you know that you will have a good time. And do you guys fit on an emotional level? Do you guys fit spiritually? Do you guys fit mentally? Do you want the same things? Are you looking for the same things in relationships? Are you guys on the same page in terms of all spaces, especially in faith? And do you believe in the same things? Are you guys running at the same pace towards the same goal? So that's how you can go about pursuing a Christian relationship or a God-centered relationship. I think that it's also very important that when you guys agree that you're both interested and you agree that you both want to get to know one another, I think that you guys should start getting to know one another in a group setting first before you single you guys yourselves off and you start having dates on your own. I think it's very important that you guys get to know each other on that, in the group setting first. Take it slow, don't rush into it, and I think it's very important that as well you guys start off as friends, get to know each other as friends first before emotions start getting involved. And that's it for today. I hope that this was very helpful and that you guys learned something. If you guys have any further questions, please do not hesitate to let me know. Comment them down below, message me on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, or you can email me. As always, thanks so much for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you guys next time.